Okay, everyone, I'm gonna continue work on my project 4, and in another video I have already done 4 questions, and then I want to use this video to finish all the questions on this file. So let me continue. Let me run this first. Okay, let me see. So 1, 2 is done, and then 7, 8 are done. Okay, let me start from 3. Well, and meanwhile, I'm gonna also post my solution to the Canvas. So if you want to watch this video, and I'm gonna show you how I design my code. Well, if you just want to see the solution, and then you can go to the Canvas as well. Okay, so the create function longest length to meet the conditions below, accept 2 parameters, 2 strings, and add a meaningful documentation string. Return the length of the longest string, and then I can do the hello, goodbye, and 8. Okay, hello, apple, and 5. And restriction: you are not allowed to use length function. Okay, well, the creator of this question is it's giving me some trouble. Okay, so let's see how to do that. So def and then paste that, and I'm going to take 2 strings, string 1, string 2, colon, and after that I want to do well, I can't use the length, but I still have to get the length. So I'm going to do a iteration and visit counter. So I'm going to do counter 1, comma, counter 2 equals 0, comma 0. Okay, and then for char in string 1, and then counter 1 plus equals 1, and the same thing for char in string 2, and then counter 2 plus equals 1. Okay, so that is the easiest way that I can create the iteration to count how many characters without using the length function, because it's not allowed. So it's kind of annoying, but well, we can do that. And then say a meaningful. Okay, well, I'm being lazy, but in the exam you want to create a real documentation string. And then, well, I'm going to return the longer one. So I'm going to do a return of the max of the counter 1, comma, counter 2. Okay, well, we talk about the max function when we are discussing the built-in functions. So let me run this. Okay, one more done. Awesome. Okay, the next one, create a function num triangle to meet the condition below. Okay, I want to take a single digit and then a meaningful documentation string and create a number triangle with x rows. Okay, well, and each row consisting of the row number n printed n times. Okay, yep, I can do that. So def paste, and then I'm taking x, say for okay, so I want to, if there is a 3, and then I want to create an iteration like this. So how do I do that? Instead of iterating from 0, probably in this case I want to iterate from 1. So for I in the range from 1 to x plus 1. Okay, this will be better, because if we are doing the 3 and then we are reiterating 1, 2, and 3. So instead of creating a range from the 0, I want to create a range from the 1 like this. And then for each line, I'm going to do a print the I multiplied by stri. Okay, so this I means how many times I'm repeating this string, and then, well, I'm also going to cast I into a string, and that is the string I'm trying to repeat. Okay, I think now I'm finished. Let me run this. Okay, so I have 1 triangle, 2 triangles. Okay, I remember for this question, there are no built-in test cases, so you're gonna have a 0 out of 0, but that's okay. Well, and then I'm grading your final exam. I'm gonna scroll up, and then I'm gonna see your number triangles, so that's fine. Okay, so let me see the next one. okay, and then I want to do a documentation meaningful. Okay. Okay, and create a function combine words and to meet the condition below and accept two parameters, two lists of the first name and the last name, and add a meaningful documentation string. Return a new list of representing all possible combination of each first name string and each last name string. Okay, so Sarah, Alex, Smith, Murphy, and then Sarah Smith, Sarah Murphy, Alex Smith, Alex Murphy. Okay, yep, so I can do that. So I'm going to do a def paste. First, there are two parameters. So first name list, comma, last name list. Okay, and then I want to create a new list for all the possible names. So I'm going to do a all possible names equals a empty list, and then I want to do for first in first name list, and then for last in last name list colon, and then I'm going to put those two names together and then add a space in the middle. So name produced should be first plus a space and then plus the last, and then I'm gonna do all possible names dot append name produced. Eventually I want to just return the final list, and they didn't say I have to resort all the names, so I'm gonna just do a return. So return all possible names. Okay, so let me run this. This is question 5. I'm adding a documentation string meaningful. Okay. Okay, and then combine words in 2 out of 2. So yep, this question is good. And the next question, okay, create the function second index to meet the conditions below and accept two parameters, a list of integers and an integer, a meaningful documentation string, and find the index of the second occurrence of the number, the second parameter in the list, the first parameter, and return the index of the second occurrence of the integer in the list, and -1 if the number does not occur 2 or more times. Okay, so say we are looking for 3, and then this is the first 3, this is the second 3. The second 3 has the index 6, so we are returning the 6. And for this one, we are looking for the second occurrence of the 134, and then we see the first 134, but we don't have the second 134, so I'm going to do a return -1. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting question. Okay, and then I want to do a def. There are two parameters. The first parameter is the list to search, and then the value to search. Okay, so I'm just giving those two a little bit longer names, but you don't have to. Okay, the meaningful documentation string. Okay, well, folks, in the exam, don't do that, okay? Well, I'm just trying to save some time. And then I'm going to do a occurrence counter equals 0. Okay, for I in the list to search, and then if I equals the value to search. So I'm going to iterate through all the values in the list to search, and if the current value is exactly the value to search, and then I'm going to use another way because I have to have the indexes. So let me say for I in the range of the length of the list to search. Okay, I'm going to do this way because I do need the indexes. So if the list to search with the square bracket I equals the value to search, and then I want to increase the occurrence counter plus equals 1. And then if occurrence counter equals 2, and then I want to immediately return the I. And eventually, if we are here, we have finished this iteration. If we hit the second occurrence, I'm going to return a 1. And then if we finish this iteration and then without hitting this return, and then I'm going to return a -1. Okay. Return. Okay, I can't spell. Okay, so let me run this. This is question 6. Okay, question 6, all good. Okay, and 7 and 8, I have already done them in another video, so you may want to go and take a look on that video. Okay, so let me continue on the question 9. So for the question 9, okay, so create a function merge list and to meet the conditions below and accept 2 parameters to list and add a meaningful documentation string. You may assume that the lists are the same length, and then return the merge dictionary. Okay, dictionary. Okay, I love this topic, and we just covered this topic today actually. And okay, awesome. So I'm going to do a df and then the list 1, list 2, and then remember on the last day 23, we talk about the zip, right? So let's do this. We want to do a zip and then the list 1 comma list 2, and then I want to force that into a dictionary, and then I want to do a return. Okay, so let me run this and see if it works. Okay, it works. So actually this can be done in one line of code. That is, well, we talk about the zip, so we are zipping 2 sequences together, and then after we zip them into pairs, and then we just force them into a dictionary. So that's cool. Okay, and the next question, create a function sum num to meet the conditions below and accept a n character string as a meaningful documentation. Find all the string numbers in string, convert them into integer and add them together. And you may assume all the numbers are single digit. Okay, all the numbers are single digit. Okay, so it seems that there's no 2 numbers together like 2KL5, but there's no 25 here. Okay, and you may assume all the numbers are single digit. Okay, this can be easy. So df, and then I want to do a input string. Okay, and then, well, let me do this. Well, if I'm going to scan this string once, and if that is the current character is a number, I'm keeping that, otherwise I'm throwing that away. Okay, let me say new digit string equals a empty string. And for char in input string, well, if can I, okay, I'm going to do a import string. Oh, well, let me see, did they say can I import modules or not? No, they didn't say that, so probably that is okay if I want to import a module. So I'm going to do a string module, and then if char in string dot digits, and then I want to add the current string to the new digit string. So new digit string plus equals the char. Okay, and then after here I'm gonna have another string built with only the digits in the string, and then I'm gonna do a total equals 0, and then for char in new digit string, so for each of the digit I want to cast that into an integer. So and then total plus equals int and then the char. Okay, so for each character I'm visiting, I'm going to cast it into an integer, and then I'm going to add that to a total, and eventually I want to do a return total. And I also want to have a meaningful documentation string. Meaningful. Okay, I can spell. Okay, let me run this. This is question 10. Okay, so question 10 is done. And question 11 will be a debug question. Okay, and the name of the vowels, and then I have a sentence. And this runs but returns incorrect answers, and find and fix the errors, and it accepts one sentence as a string, and then it should count how many characters are vowels, and you may assume all the letters are lower cases. Okay, lower cases, and return the number of the vowels, and hello will return a two. Okay, no problem. And I have the count, and then for character in sentence, if char not in. Okay, so the first thing is why I want to have this as a list. So if char in AEIOU, and then I want to do a count plus equals 1. So instead of the equals plus, it should be plus equals. Okay, so I think I have fixed multiple errors here, and it still doesn't work. So oh, I should return the count. Okay, there are really multiple bugs in this code. Okay, so I believe I have already got all the questions done. Wait, the first one, there is one. Oh, I think that's February because I didn't know how to spell February. Okay, so I'm gonna grab the spell of the February, and then I'm gonna fix here. Okay, yes, and then let me run this again. Okay, so well, 3340, and this should be hand checked, and then 3242237. Okay, so I have passed all the test cases, and that's it. So well, if you have followed me do this all the questions, then probably you will have an idea on what to expect in the final exam. And well, and meanwhile, I'm gonna also post my solution to Canvas. Okay, so well, this is my process for the project 4, and remember the project 4 is no longer graded, but well, since well, this is the same format to the final exam, you do want to take a look, and then well, if you have any questions, you can see my posted solution, or you can watch this video. Okay, so hope this video can help you, and see you.